Stories told by Betal to King Vikram while they were walking towards the sage. The three sensitive queens. Once upon a time, there lived a king of Ujjaini by name of Dharmadvaja, who had three exquisitely sensitive queens. He loved all three of them very much. All of them were of unparalleled beauty. On one occasion, while the king was playing with the first queen, he ruffled her hair. The lotus flower on her ear fell over her thigh and made a wound, and she cried out loud. The king was surprised at her sensitivity and immediately requested medical attention for her. On another occasion, when he was with the second queen on a full moonlight on the roof of his palace, the queen suddenly felt her skin burning of the moonlight. The king ordered medical attention for her too and was again surprised at her sensitivity. On third occasion, when he was with the third queen, she collapsed on the floor on hearing of the sound of a mortar grinding rice far, far away. The king immediately ordered medical attention for her and was surprised too. Since then, he took utmost care of his three ultra-sensitive queens. Betal stops and asks King Vikram this question. Who among the three queens is the most sensitive? Vikram replies with a lot of thought, the third one, as she had not even been touched by the light of flower. She had only heard a noise from distance. As soon as Vikram had finished his answer, Betal disappeared back to the tree. The three special Brahmins. Once upon a time, there lived a rich Brahmin by name of Anusuya who was performing a huge sacrificial rite. He had three sons who were each very fastidious about three specific things. The eldest was fastidious about food, the second about women, and the third about beds. Anusuya wanted a tortoise for his sacrifice. So he sent his three sons to get one. They did find one, but each of them refused to touch it and bring it back home, as each claimed to be as fastidious as the other. Well, then, to decide, they approached the king with this matter of deciding who among them was the most fastidious. He decided to test them all. He invited the first one to a very special feast prepared very exquisitely, but the first son refused to touch the food, claiming that he smelt burnt corpses in the rice. On investigation, the king found that the grains of which the rice was cooked was from a field near a cremation ground. The king was impressed. He then decided to test the second son by sending a very, very pretty and beautiful concubine to him. But the second son sent her away, saying that she was smelling like a goat. On investigation, the king found that she had been fed goat milk when she was a child. The king was impressed. Then he decided to test the third son by letting him sleep in a bed with 7 huge mattresses. In the middle of the night, the third son awoke with a lot of pain and a red mark on his shoulder. On verifying, it was found there was a piece of hair in the bed below the 7 mattresses. The king was impressed with all three and could not decide who was best, but instead decided to use the skill of all three in his court and hired them. so Vishnu Swamin could not complete his sacrifice. Betal stops and asking Vikram asks this question: who among the three is the most fastidious? Vikram replies with a lot of thought, the third son, as he had definite evidence with that red mark. The other two could have obtained information from elsewhere too. Again, as soon as Vikram had finished his answer, Betal disappeared back